Do you guys think that all these years, Kim Kardashian has been imitating Black women, that she would actually get a real Black woman experience by having a crazy baby daddy? Welcome back to my channel. It's G here. Guys, it's been all over social media, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, and all of their drama. And I think most of us want out of the group chat at this point. But it led me to more thoughts about how many women are going through something similar on a smaller scale, of course, that Kim Kardashian is going through. And I want to talk about that a little bit, not necessarily them particularly, but how this is an example of what so many women experience when they separate from their children's father, and it does not go well. So subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't already, take a minute, set up the notifications. There's a little bell and all of those things. So subscribe, set the notifications, and so you can get alerted when I am making new videos and pontificating and thinking about so many interesting things. So let's have this discussion. I'm going to just say I'm not a fan of Kim Kardashian nor Kanye West. However, as this has been unfolding, the things that I read and see and think about is how so many women have been experiencing this sort of thing from their children's father, right? The manipulation, that let's get back together, if this, that, and the other, and threats to a certain extent. Now, you hear so many men say like, oh, you know, the mother of my child was difficult. She was this, that, and the other. And I feel like this is an example as to why some women become difficult with their children's father. They don't let them live. They want to use manipulation and force tactics to get them to do what they want them to do, especially if he's still romantically interested, right? This man, Kanye West, had a whole nother woman trying to make, Kim Kardashian jealous, and she's moved on with some scraggly looking dude. But regardless, she's moved on. He needs to respect the boundaries. When you see him with his children, the children look slightly under duress. And it's unfortunate because he is also tainting his relationship with his children. Because at some point, their mother is going to have to protect them from him. Because ultimately, he is proving to be relatively unstable as a parent. As I've been watching this and wishing that it would end in some way that is positive for the children, I can't help to feel, I guess, a little bit sad because there are so many women going through this, and there's so many women who have been through something similar. Especially, man, women who separate from the fathers of their children at times get this manipulation from the father where it's like, I'll be active with my children, but you have to do things for me. And there are women who acquiesce. They want the father of their child around their children and to be involved. So they feel like they do what they have to do. These things are so common and so sad. And what I really hope is that Kim Kardashian takes her platform, because we know she stood on the platform for trying to get people out of prison or whatever she was doing in her efforts for some sort of social equality, to actually take a look at the women that she is constantly emulating and their real struggles and their voices, and start to actually do something that is helpful for them. Especially now that she's experiencing something that so many have experienced and continue to experience, what can she do, what kind of programs can she develop for these type of women, and actually start paying attention to the women that she is using to make millions of dollars on. So when we start talking about these things, and I'm going to be honest, like, generally speaking, I don't think that celebrities owe, us regular people anything. But I do think this is another example of celebrities who are basically just behaving very basically. And usually when you see these situations, they start blaming the woman for whatever is going on with the dude. She shouldn't have moved on so fast. She must have been cheating before. Like, whatever the case may be, is always her fault to make this person respond the way he's responding. And mind you, this is somebody who has money. He has resources. He could easily shut up, go to court, get whatever kind of child arrangements that is needed, and have a healthy relationship with the mother of his children as well as his children. However, we see what's happening. And I think that when you start scaling it down, like on the smaller scales, and you realize how dangerous the situation is for everyone involved, you see why so many women back up away from these situations. And that might mean that the father of their children is not involved, because again, these manipulations are not just about the children. They are about controlling the woman and getting her to do what the man wants her to do. We've seen this, and I mean, I've heard so many stories about it happening to people. So what will she do? Will she do anything? Will she notice? Will she think? I mean, she's kind of going through it right now, so I guess I don't expect her to think about anyone else at the moment. But as she's moving forward in her experience and able to see how this sort of thing is affecting lots of women, I hope that she uses her voice to speak out against this kind of abuse, because honestly, it is abuse. He's publicly dragging her. He's publicly, threatening her partner. He's making so much discomfort for his own children just because he is self-focused. Like, to me, these kind of things show a lack of real concern or care for anybody involved, including the kids. Because if you are doing the best that you can for your kids, then you are doing the best that you can for the mental and mental well-being and overall care for their mother. Because if she's not well, how can the kids be well? But obviously, he's not well in the head. I do know that there's other women who have gone through these kind of experiences with the father of their children in an effort to be controlled and to settle for what that man expects her to settle. So I hate to say it, but I kind of feel sorry for her for having to deal with this. And I do know that he was, for me, in my opinion, unstable from the very beginning, but obviously she saw something different. It's maddening to know that there's so many women dealing with this and that it's never really addressed. It's being kind of accepted within the rich and famous world. Not that people are looking at this and saying it's okay, but somebody needs to stage an intervention. Like, this man is on a pretty public campaign to defame the person she's dating, to treat her a certain way. He's used women in an effort to get back at his baby mama, and seemingly cannot be stopped. Do you know how many people are the victims of someone who is behaving like this? When will it end? And how will it end? Especially in the situation with this person who is calling for violence against someone else. Guys, I don't know. Like, I just think Kim she is now getting a real experience in urban life. And not just Black women go through this, but since I am a Black woman, I do know that perspective, or how it has happened among Black women. So I know that there are obviously lots of women who go through domestic violence and these sort of situations. But I think it's especially important because Kim has connected herself to Black culture in a very special way. And so she should recognize what this represents. So guys, I don't know what you guys think. I'm pretty sure some people disagree with me. Meet me in the comments and we can talk about it. If you haven't, of course, subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram. If you are on the gram, I do post on there as well, different content. So I look forward to the chat, and ciao, ciao for now.